All right, welcome back, everybody. As I mentioned, I did get distracted, and I'm starting to work on Tamiya's new F35C, but I'm cracking on with this thing. This video is going to go into more detailed painting. By the time you're done with it, we'll have a flat-coated bird. Got the few little dry, wet transfers on it. I got my panel line wash. I tried for the first time flat coat from Tamiya. So I make a flat base and did a little experimenting, about a 2-to-1, and then thin it out with Tamiya's thinner. So pretty happy with it. Always looking for a good dull coat that's not so stinky. So so a little quick intro, and I'll piece all the paint steps together. So probably the most exciting is these little tiny, where's a good one I can show you that actually shows up on camera. Little tiny lettering. That's from the one-man army masks, and as you can see, they came out very well. Come on, focus. You can do it. So super happy with that because I hate decals. So this is the wet transfer. That's the wet transfer. This 77. I could have masked it, but why? I figured I'd try them. If they came out crappy, I'd strip them off and paint them, but they came out really good. So these ones not so much. They have a little white line there that I'm not super happy with, but I'm ready to start weathering this up, dirtying it up. So let's go to the next video. All right, a little quick update on the Corsair. These are the one-man army masks. I have been trying to save them. Pretty successful so far. Well, obviously, I haven't put them all back, but you know. Anyway, so this is what your model will look like. Whole bunch of little yellow tape dots all over it. Did a couple test masks right here. I'm not sure if that's going to focus very well, but and then there's a couple overlapping ones over here and stuff that I'll have to do after, but this is the majority of them. Looks kind of ridiculous. Some of this stuff's going to get covered, but I figured, they probably would have painted the original, and then it got repainted, and yada, yada, yada. It'd be kind of fun, so. Beats decals, for sure. So, I'm going to mask this off and get to painting. Just wanted to do a little break and show where I'm at with it right now. So, stay tuned. Wobble, wobble. All right, little update on the Tamiya Corsair. Got these HGW wet transfers. Did not use all of them because I ended up having some reference pictures that showed that rondelle in a different color, and I wasn't sure how well they're going to work. So, but the Donald Duck, I was not going to paint by hand. So this is what it looks like after it dries overnight. It's still got the film on it, so it looks kind of poopy. This one back here I did the day before and took the clear film off. It looks pretty good. It looks painted on. I used some Mark Fit Strong underneath it. So I put the Mark Fit Strong on first and put the decal on. squeegeed it out with a good old Q-tip, and then let it dry. It never did wrinkle that I could tell from like standard decals do, but it definitely sticks good. Definitely sticks. This is the cowling number. Kind of leaves like a weird little line around where the clear part comes off, but the clear parts are off. And then I cleaned it up with some water on a Q-tip. I think there's just a little bit of the clear stuff there, but it's on the 7, so can't really see. I don't know if you kind of see it right there. But essentially, I know they say you're supposed to start in a corner and lift it and pick it off with a tweezers, but anyway, that don't work that I can tell. So I'm using Tamiya tape, and I put it on there and then rip it off, and it kind of takes the clear off, but still I got one little spot there. That's kind of weird, but I'm not going to worry about that one. So anyway, quickie demo. Make sure my head's not in the way here. Essentially, what I try and start with is just a corner. And if you get lucky, it pulls in a big sheet like that one did. I don't know if you can see that as I bump the camera. And then, once you got it started, then you can go at it with a tweezer and hope it doesn't peel away. This is not the best tweezer, but whatever. And that one came off okay, but see how like that little corner didn't want to come off? That's just weird stuff. It's like sticks still. And then this one, it's a really thin film, so as you're pulling it up, it wants to kind of shred apart. And then I take a little water on a Q-tip and I scrub. And hopefully it shows me if I left any on there. And I didn't. So there you go. There's that one. See, it still leaves a weird film. But I think by the time it's clear cut, it will be good. I don't know if I like the way this painting came out. I'll probably, well, I will go over some of this area by hand and chip some of it just to even it out. What's that? That looks like shit. But anyway, it's a weathered beast. It'll be fine. So I'll get the duck off and everything else. And the duck on this side, and then I'll do some more chipping and get ready to panel line wash this bad boy and then weather it. So pause for now. Alright, I'm working on panel line wash. Good old Tamiya black. And a little bit of the gray. Did the gray on here. That way it's not too in your face. Looks good. Got this side done in black. Got a little smudgy here. I don't know if I can cover that up. May have to fix that, but anyway. So I am working on that. This is how I do panel line wash. Probably not very neat. Maybe y'all can answer this question when you do panel line wash. I've heard a lot of people do it one little teeny tiny panel at a time. I don't know how the heck you would do every rivet at a time. I start getting careful with it. And then by the time I'm done, I just kind of start smearing it all over the place because I want to get it done. So I'll get this side done, and then I'll move on to the top. And I'm still debating whether or not I want gray or black. So I did some gray here and some black here. I'll take it off and see what it looks like. All right. Got the black panel line wash on the last few things. As you can remember, I started out nice and neat, and then when I got to the wing, I just slathered it on with a big brush. And then I got some mineral spirits, and I just slathered that on. So obviously, this is what it looks like when it's dried. I did black here and gray on the bottom where the white is, so it's not so... I slathered this sucker on so much it's still wet here, but... so once this dries, I put my mineral spirits on it, and then... and spilled it. And then, after I get it all coated, I'm just taking some tissue, and so this is the big reveal. Go the direction of airflow, mostly. I'm not getting crazy with this, so I'm taking most of it off anyway, so. Get in the corners. For an edge, I'll just do it this way. It's fine. It's fine. Check the bottom, make sure you don't have any spillage, because that does happen. Like this, see, spillage. Probably gonna have to, oh no, it came off, cool. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. So the bottom is gray on the white, and then the rest of it's black panel line wash. So gonna have to put the front end on here pretty soon, actually glue it on. Paint the exhausts that I just oversprayed white. Put my glass in. Well, I might wait till last to put the glass in. I'm just really worried about getting debris on the other side of that. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Pretty happy, excited to get some flat clear. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try Tamiya's flattening agent in clear coat. Years back, I had an issue with Tamiya clear where it would leave little weird white spots. It was on my Sop with Camel that I did. And I don't know, I never really did discover why it did that. I pretty much use 90% IPA for all my thinner in Tamiya. I switched that for this and used either Tamiya thinner or I think just Tamiya thinner, yeah. Just because I thought, well, maybe I'm creating an incompatibility of some sort. So, and I haven't had that with the new clear. So unless Tamiya had a bad batch of clear that I got, or who knows, I've been pretty good. So I'm just going to go in here with just the spots I can't get with the paper towel. Little disappointed in myself when it came to this air intake area. I didn't have it masked off very well. It kind of got all shitty looking, but you know, I imagine the real plane wouldn't be too pretty up there anyway. So there we go. Make sure I got everything. Got the cowl to do. Looks much dirtier. Mucho dirtier. Bloop. You can go right there. Basically, I'm just gonna slather this. See, it doesn't come off right away. You gotta kind of like a skin coat of enamel on it. If you leave it too long, if you leave it for a couple nights, it gets really hard. And I'm going to do the inside because I did do a little bit of stuff on the inside. And then, yeah, I make weird noises. And then I'm just going to rub this sucker all. Getting excited to do some weathering on this because this is going to be a dirty Corsair. I got the chips down, that's for sure. Got mucho chips. The beauty of the Tamiya paint line wash is it's formulated somehow to dry really fast. So, whereas the old school oils that I have, the artist oils, they don't dry that fast. Which is good and bad. I guess it depends on what you want to use them for. And you know, if I don't get all the dirt off, then it's just going to add to the dirtiness of it. Like this. I think I'm going to purposely not take all this off. Right. So that'll have to dry. But then I can finally glue this cowling to that. And you know, I thought you weren't going to see too much. You see a little bit of it. See a little bit of the exhaust. So, can I get around that? I think I can. I gotta get that exhaust back on there and then paint my exhaust color. Shit, I bet I could get away with paintbrush in that exhaust because it's gonna be so dirtied back there. So, there she is. Oh, I got this to do. Almost forgot to put on my canopy. Guess I'll just use a cotton bud. And then after I flat clear it, I'll have a bunch of stuff on the inside of the tape to clean off. Because you always do. You'll see. You'll see. It's almost 8 o'clock and I'm probably going to get beckoned to come in back in the house soon. So yes, as planned, I started all gung-ho on the Corsair, and then this came in the mail, or came for Christmas. So I've got some painting to do on that, but I gotta get this Corsair done. I know it's always fun to be one of the first persons to build a new kit, and that's what I was going for, doing the F-35, and yeah. I'm already not the first one. I know there's other guys out there that have already finished it. But I want to do what I want to do with it, which is dirty the shit out of it. So, and I have a life. I have a job and two kids at home now still. I have 4 in total, but I have 2 at home. And I can't make this my god, my idol. That's not good. Gotta keep reminding myself, this is just a hobby. Don't make it your whole entire life. But it is nice to have something you enjoy. Keep everything in perspective. Yeah. Cool. Next stage, flat coat.